you should be telling AI who you are, what you do. We already mentioned that about your life. Be my life coach. What else could I be doing to improve my life and be better at business? Then be talking to AI about what opportunities am I missing in business that I should be considering right now. And the value is you can be sitting in your pajamas at home, or hopefully working really hard here, and get immediate insights about new opportunities or perhaps weaknesses in your business model that you may not have recognized. And again, we have amazing mentors, but there may be things that we miss. We may not have all the knowledge that's in your brain, and if you could get it all into these AI systems, you would have the ability to get that immediate feedback. Dawson, I want to pull you up and have you also share some perspective of what you've been doing with AI and how it's accelerated your business. And as he comes up, again, the reminder here is I don't know everything about AI. I'm just trying to empower and inspire each of you. Don't get crushed by the steamroller that's coming. Spend the time daily getting some updates on what AI is going on, and then baking time in to practice specific tools and find out what the strengths and weaknesses are for things that you're trying to solve. And specifically, you go to AI and say, here's the business outcomes I'm looking for. What are the best tools that I could deploy right now to solve that problem? So Dawson, why don't you come up, and then I'm going to show you guys one more thing.
What do you want me to say?
You're going to share a bit about your AI journey, just like inspire them about how it helps you be better at business.
Yeah, so I just recently graduated BYU. I'm growing Grant Buddy right now. Uses AI. AI is fundamental to my business. Was doing research with a professor for about a year and a half on AI. When Corbin said like 6 weeks ago, Google dropped something, I was the one who came to Corbin. I'm like, Corbin, like, look at this. And I showed Kara. I'm like, Kara, look at this. And they're like, oh, this is cool. And I'm like, no. You don't realize that I don't need a developer now. I can do this in like an hour on my own. I've been gone for a month. It's changed so much since then. AI fundamentally is mathematical models. Okay? It is not magic in a box. It's mathematical models. So the more context you give it, the better the results. So when he's talking about giving your life to AI, we're worried about giving context out there. There's data breaches. I'm sorry to tell you, your data is already online. Okay? It's out there. Putting it on a model so you can use it, and the hackers are not the only ones who can use it, is actually beneficial. Learning how to prompt, ask, so you go into a model and say, hey, I'm working on this, help me do this, or even having a dialogue. So recently, I've been programming my business, and I sit there and I literally have conversations with AI. I sit there with Gemini and I'm like, okay, so I need you to help me build out the forms, build out the business plan, build out everything for my business, build out a rubric, build out a draft, an outline, whatever you want to call it. And I just want you to have a conversation with me. So I'll sit there and I'll have a conversation with this AI model for over an hour, sometimes hours on end. And we'll go through every key point of my business. And I say, is there anything I'm missing? And it says, well, we could talk about this. And I'm like, great, let's talk about that. Let's talk about where the money's coming from. Let's talk about how it's going to integrate with other people's businesses. Let's talk about, am I using the correct AI? Am I wanting to use AWS? Am I wanting to use Google Cloud? Am I wanting to use Microsoft Cloud? When I'm just sitting there and talking with AI, it is helping me refine my thoughts in such an easier manner. I was coaching somebody on the use of AI just this week. He's like, I don't know where to begin. I said, okay, what you just told me, I want to do this, this, and this, but I don't know where to begin. Take that exact sentence, put it in AI. He did. He's like, oh, it gave me so many different ideas. I'm like, exactly. You said, I think I want to do something with photography and AI. I don't know where to begin. Put it in, 10 different ideas. He's like, oh, those are cool. He took those 2 ideas and went to the races with AI. He's like, oh, I'm interested in these. Can you explain these more? AI explained it more. AI is just a big mathematical model, and it is good at synthesizing data. It's not good about giving you something if you don't know what you want. It's our job to know what we want and to tell the AI. If you don't have a plan, if you don't know what you want, AI is not going to be useful. But if you know exactly what you want, AI is very useful and can help you get there. But you have to be very specific and very intentional with what you're wanting.
So yeah, thank you. That's super helpful, Dawson. I also encourage you guys just double down on lifelong learning. How many of you guys have ever used the new Gemini update that does video AI stuff? Okay. All right. I'm just going to model this just briefly. Hey, can you tell me how much would it cost for me to buy one of these machines? And what's the likely revenue I could get, maybe even profit, if I bought one of these machines and put it out in front of, like, say, a 7-Eleven?
Okay, so buying a Red Bull vending machine could be a cool business venture. The cost of the machine can vary a lot depending on its size and features, but it could be anywhere from a few $100 to a few $1,000s. And as for revenue, that really depends on where you put it. A busy spot like near a 7-Eleven could bring in decent...
Okay. So you could point this to anything and have a conversation about anything. I don't know if you guys understand how game-changing that is. Like, when people invented books, it was to be able to preserve knowledge so that somebody who knew something didn't even have to be awake, alive, or even near you to tell you something. And we've all grown up with books, so it's no big deal. Then the internet hit, and it got easier to get access to more knowledge. This, you point at anything and you can have a conversation about it. Yeah. Yeah, great question. What AI subscriptions would you pay for? Definitely the Google Suite that includes Notebook LLM, and Google Gemini, like on your Android, is free. You can probably download it. But you also get Gemini on your computer and about 100 other AI tools that Google has put out. I haven't even gone through them all. I like Claude a lot because it produces really great artifacts. Different AI tools. We have lots of AI tools, by the way. The ones you guys all know about, ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude, these are all kind of like your generic AI, that kind of all-purpose AI. But there are hundreds of AI tools. And if you think that like Claude or Gemini or ChatGPT will answer all your questions, what you should be doing is kind of what I did yesterday. Just for fun, I said, all right, what are the 30 top AI tools that entrepreneurs in Utah would need to know about? Produce a column for me. What is the tool? You guys probably can't read this, but I can send it out later. What's the tool? Sorry, what's the idea? Like, this one's AI-powered email management. What is the problem to be solved? What are some AI tools that I could choose? How much do they cost? And then teach me how I would learn how to use that tool, okay? So for just generic AI stuff, I pay for Claude and Gemini. ChatGPT is also really awesome. Google has a larger language database than ChatGPT does, just because they've been at it longer, so I kind of want something a bit more precise. So you can see how even just, this took me 1 minute to create the prompt, this I did in about 2 minutes, and if I want to learn about any aspect of my business that could be improved by some specific AI tool, here's a bunch of ideas. So it may not be Gemini, it may not be ChatGPT. It could be Calendly or Squarespace or Conmingo, whatever it might be. So this is, again, just the main idea here is feel free to meet with me or others who have background in AI and just do an AI audit. I'm not here to like fix your brain or tell you you're wrong, but to have a friendly conversation about what are you currently doing, what do you want to be doing differently, or what are the outcomes you're looking for, and where might AI help? That's the whole purpose of us meeting. But I really want to reinforce, if you focus on 2 core things, let AI improve how you are as a human and improve you as a business owner, you will find tremendous advantage. And I'm telling you, like, we're talking 10, 15, 30x outcomes. And never in all of human history has it been possible to do so much on so little. Okay, any other questions before we let you guys go back to your day jobs? Yeah.
Well, I'd just like to say, so we're just a roofing company, and we thought...
Hold on. Let's pass this down.
There's no way we could get any investing or any sort of tech company like evaluation or anything like that. But Y Combinator just put out a thing that's looking for full stack companies, which is just literally any company in any vertical that implements AI to the extreme. And so it's cool to see that big tech is looking to give companies, like any company that uses AI really well, millions of dollars. And so very excited about it.
Yeah, there's a big max of land grab happening right now. So you can master tools or be a tool.
So you mentioned that when doing this prompt and doing the 15-page paper for any topic, how would we, where is that something that we can use? How would we go about doing that, and exactly like the process of that?
So if you guys want to meet with me, I can teach you the process to get started. In fact, it's as easy as saying, hey AI, I want to train you to be a master prompt engineer. Give me a prompt that I can then prompt back to you to get a bigger prompt. It's kind of crazy. I mean, it sounds kind of circular, but you can do those kinds of things. But let's meet, and I might be able to make it a little bit faster. I might save you an hour, right, of your time. But you still, if you want to take 10 hours, could probably pull off something pretty amazing. Is it Nico?
So what I'm noticing is it's the way that we're thinking about things is the point that's trying to be driven home here. And for me, about 4 weeks ago, once that happened, I had to learn how to break down barriers in my brain and constructs like calluses on your fingers so that you start thinking differently. So it's not going to work anymore with traditional thinking. And that's what I keep hearing what you're saying in different formats. So I have my phone, my tablet, and my computer, and all of those are different ways for me to interact with the AI. For example, using the Bluetooth microphone on your headphone, earbud, or wired, whatever, that is a microphone ready to go at any moment when you're walking around. You can go back to your AI to get to those chats, so throw it into the pile. These are whiteboards that are ready to go all the time, and just don't think so linear. Don't think linear all the time, because that's what it does. It doesn't think non-linear. Non-linear thinking is go for a walk, go mix it up. Don't be the same you anymore, because that's going to carry whatever version of you want to keep carrying. So why not produce multiple versions of you? It's such a powerful tool, and I'm hearing you say that.
I'm just going to build on this. Go to AI and say, here's how I'm already using AI. What opportunities am I missing? Like, you don't have to think of it all on your own. Again, go to AI and say, here's certain life processes I'm doing. Give me an audit. Ways to get started. Because for some people, it feels like, oh, I don't want to jump into the water. It feels like it's going to be cold. But I promise, within about an hour of just some basic things, you'll get really good at feeling comfortable if you feel like you're not comfortable now.
I thought I'd give you a quick update. I worked with a guy 2.5 years ago named Bryce Colby, first PhD in AI at BYU. He's behind the times already. He's struggling. But he got a doctorate in AI in 2022. So I'll give you an idea, even with a PhD in AI, he's behind the curve already. It's amazing. This is stuff you need to learn right now. Way. I can't stress. I mean, I'm 70, and I love this stuff. I'm learning this stuff. So if you're under 70 and not learning this, you got trouble.
Okay, I think you guys get the message. More than anything, this is just an advertisement. Look, I'm doing this for free to just meet with you guys because I just want to up-level and empower everybody with AI. Another question? Okay, so I just really want to encourage you guys. Many of you are doing things, but I want to help you guys take it to the next level.
Okay, so I know that my company is wildly underutilizing AI, and I hear a lot of like, my company has been changed by AI. You can 30x your revenue, your output, and I'm having a hard time finding specifics on YouTube when I'm looking for that, when I'm giving prompts to ChatGPT. Like, I feel like things are being said very generally, but I'm wondering if someone could share, like, in their business, something that they have been able to change with AI, like actual implementation. Right now I have a service business. And we're looking to expand into different things, but yeah.
So definitely let's meet and talk through the possibilities. I was talking to one of you guys in a service business. So I'm seeing fingers, but I'm not sure what I've been pointed at. Oh, but we got some student teams that are, coming from BYU, where they're automating the process for people to call in and get booked and for teams to be sent out. And in old school, right, you have to take a phone call and schedule. So you've probably already thought about these things, and there are tools that actually help that. So we are doing a general scenario here, just kind of rah, let's do it. And then what we're going to do is in individual conversations, let's really kind of dial down, what exactly are you doing, and where could AI easily be implemented to save you time and money? where might it take more time? Because you got to run your business. And if you try to implement something that takes 6 months to do, you're going to die, right? You're not going to service the people who are paying the bills. So that's part of the process of doing the AI audit. What would be some easy wins that can lighten up your life a little bit? So we'll get to some specifics, okay? Might I also recommend, we might even just create a community board where people throw in their best practices or ideas, or find newsletters. I actually have an AI newsletter that I receive every day with all the latest updates. And that way you don't have to master everything. You let other smart people tell you what's going on and just kind of learn vicariously through other people, okay? Yes. Shoot, I just deleted it. So it comes in every day, but always cool stuff. Okay, we've gone to almost 30 minutes. Oh, yes, let me add in my information. My Calendly. Do you guys are all in the email? Can we just email that out to everybody? Does that work? Is that too hard? Okay. Well, let's see. If you're going to text me, this is how to reach me. And well, yeah, that would probably help. Okay. Feel free to drop me an email. I also could just or text me, and I'll send you my Calendly link. Sound good? So we can meet online, face-to-face, over the phone. You guys all see this okay? Anyone need me to write it on the whiteboard? Okay. Thank you guys for making time. There's so much more we could talk about, but I also care that you guys succeed at your business. And if I'm talking, you guys aren't succeeding, so I will now be quiet. Thank you.